Hello my beautiful friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, we are doing a tag video, and this the Project Panda tag, which was started by Sarah Rose. I don't remember who I saw do this first. I really like these questions. I think they're really good and helpful, and I think that it might give you guys a little bit of insight as to like why I project pan, how I project pan, any kind of tips that I have for project panning. So without further ado, let's jump on into it and let's answer the questions to the Project Panner tag. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I will leave a link down below to Sarah's channel, and I think she may have set up a playlist potentially. So if she has a playlist, I will leave that link down below, and if you want to see more project panners in the community answer these questions, then they'll all be in that playlist. Roll it with question number 1, and that is, how long have you been project panning for? Now I'm gonna have to jump on, hang on, let me jump on my YouTube channel, my videos, because I have no idea. This is going to be a shock for me to see how long I have been project panning for. I started project panning on my YouTube channel, so I can actually see the first project pan that I did. My first project pan I started in May 2017, and that was a year-long project pan from what I can see. So 2017, so I've been project panning for about 3 years. The second question is, what made you decide to start panning? What did you hope to get out of it? I think there was quite a few reasons why I started project panning. One was I thought that it looked fun. 2 was I started watching like panning videos, and I started seeing the project panning community, and they looked like a really nice, welcoming bunch of people. So I thought that I wanted to be part of that community. So I thought that that would be a good way to try and start to kind of make a name for myself within that community and become one of them, because they were like really inspirational to me. A lot of the project panners that I watch are really good at it. They get a lot of use out of their products. They pan a lot of products, and I found it really motivational. I had a lot of products in my collection that I wasn't using, that I wasn't getting use out of. Yeah, a lot of things kind of motivated me to start, and I also kind of struggled with picking makeup out for me to use for work every day. So I thought doing project panning would be the best way to basically have my makeup already decided for me each day. The second part of that question was, what did you hope to get out of it? Obviously I wanted to use up some of the makeup in my collection. I wanted to cycle through products that I wasn't using. I wanted to connect with other creators and with the community, and yeah, I kind of wanted to see whether it was something that I could do. Like initially I was like, I wouldn't be able to use a full lipstick, or I wouldn't be able to go through a full blush. So I guess it was also a little bit of a challenge for me, and I wanted to see how successful I could be at it, and if I could like hit pan on an eyeshadow, or I could hit pan on a blush or something like that. Number 3 is, how do you like to structure your project pans? Short seasonal projects, year-long rolling projects, or something else? So I like to do a combination of all that. At the moment, a lot of my projects on my channel are year-long projects. I like to do at least one like almost full face rolling project pan, where I mainly focus on like my complexion products, my base products, different things like that. I usually put in my full face rolling project pan. This year I have added quite a lot of other projects in it. Like I've got my mini marathon challenge, where I've mainly got like lip products. This year I took on the challenge of panning eyeshadows, so I have palettes that I'm trying to pan, different things like that. So I am still kind of feeling the waters to see what suits me best. And I think this year I have found like a good middle ground of what is working best for me, because so far how I'm going and the products that I'm working on between all my different projects, it seems to be suiting me really well the way I've got it structured. I will also say the way I structure my project pan, the way that I have found it most successful and the way that I structure it, is I structure it in a way where I can use most of my products. So I would say about between 70 to 80% of my products on a daily basis. So when I say that, I mean I'm picking eyeshadow palettes that I can wear to work. I'm picking lip products that I can wear to work. I'm picking base products that I can wear to work. So I tend not to try and pan really colorful, extravagant eyeshadow palettes. I tend to usually try and pan like neutral eyeshadows, or I tend to try and pan neutral lip products, like nude lip products, different things like that I can incorporate into my everyday routine. And that's where I see the most progress on those products, because I'm able to use them every single day. So I always try and structure the products within my projects, and I always try and target them in a way that I can incorporate them into my everyday makeup routine. Question number 4 is, what is your favorite way to track your progress? Now, I've gone all over the place when it comes to tracking my progress. My main way that I like to track progress is actually like marking on the bottle itself. Some products I can't do that with. So I have recently like picked up a little, it looks a bit sick. I have recently picked up like a little light gale from eBay, and I found that this at the moment is my favorite way to track progress, because I can see tangible results. Like when I am weighing an eyeshadow palette, for example, I can see the number go down. When I'm weighing different things like foundation, for example, I can see the number go down. I do really like the marking method, but for things like eyeshadows and different things like that, it's not as useful. It's not as useful. I do know a lot of people take photos. I'm the worst at taking photos and keeping them. So I'm trying to get better. Like my Pan That Palette series, for example, I have been taking photos, but when it comes to marking things on paper, when I first started my Project Pan journey, I was really diligent with marking like lip liners and lip products on paper, and I just don't enjoy doing that. So I am really bad at showing you guys progress on my lip products and things like that, but I don't mark it on paper because I don't really enjoy doing that. If I am going to mark progress on, say, a lipstick, for example, I will mark it on the bullet. But when it comes to like lining it up on paper or something like that, I don't really enjoy marking it that way. I know that that is like the most easiest visual way to mark things like eyeliners and lip liners and stuff like that, but I just don't enjoy it, so I don't do it. Number 5 is, what products have been your easiest to pan? And I find products like base products really easy to pan, particularly when it's a base product that I can wear every day to work. So things like primer, foundation, concealer, setting sprays, I find super easy to pan. So products like that. Lately this year I have been enjoying panning lip products, particularly mini lipsticks. I seem to be doing well on them this year. Oh, perfumes. I fly through perfumes like you wouldn't believe. I find them one of the easiest things to pan, and I also find them one of the most visually pleasing things to pan, because they, like, you can clearly see the progress on the bottle. I really enjoy that. What products have been the hardest to pan for you? Blushes, eyeshadow primers, blushes, bronzers, eyeshadow primers, certain lip products, so like full size lip glosses. I've never tried to pan a liquid lipstick. Certain lip products or bullet lipsticks I find really hard, but generally I do okay with bullet lipsticks. But things like blushes, bronzers, highlighters, eyeshadows, depending on the formula, is really hard to pan for me. Liquid lipsticks, I've never bothered. Colored products like colored eyeliners, colored pigments, colored eyeshadows, I find difficult to pan. pan hair products. I suck at panning hair products. Question number 7 is, are there any types of products that you rarely or never put in a project pan? And skincare products. Like, I hardly ever put skincare products in project pans because I don't really have trouble going through them, so I don't really feel the need to like track that kind of progress. I rarely ever put skincare products in my project pan as well, because I feel like I don't have a problem with like buying excessive amounts of skincare. I feel like I'm pretty good with like rolling things out of my skincare and whatnot. And I've never panned a liquid lipstick. Tend not to pan colored eyeshadows, and like bright lipsticks I struggle to pan as well. I've never previously really done any kind of nail polish project pans, but this year I have included nail polishes into my year-long rolling project pan just to try and get some use out of them, and it seems to be going all right this year. Number 8 is, do you pan skincare or body care or strictly makeup? I generally will not pan skincare or body care because, like I said, I feel like I don't really have a problem. I usually try and aim my project pans towards products that I either struggle to get through, or if I notice that I haven't touched for a while, or I can use on a daily basis. I've never really felt the need to track my progress on a body product or a skincare product. I don't know why, but I've never really felt the need to include a skincare or a body product in my project pans. I just feel like I rotate through them too quickly. Other than like samples or sheet masks, I've included those products in my project pans before. Number 9 is, what is your number 1 advice for a successful project panner? What is your number 1 advice for a successful project pan? I would say start small. Start with products that you use on a daily basis. So for example, like foundations, complexion products, blushes, bronzers, if you use them on a daily basis. Start small and work your way up. So I've only just this year taken on the challenge of panning eyeshadows. Previous to this, I would never be like caught dead panning eyeshadows. I never thought that I could do it, but my success so far this year has motivated me to continue to do it. If you find that eyeshadows are too scary for you, like they've always been for me, don't start with eyeshadows, like slowly build up to it. I think start with things that you can incorporate into your everyday routine. So whether you start with like a foundation that you've had sitting in your collection for ages, or whether you start with a core set of products that you already use every single day and start marking them. And then once you finish the concealer that's in there, grab your next concealer and put it in your collection. Like, I find it better to have a core set of products that I use like every single day. Once I finish a product in there, I will grab another one out of my collection and put it into that core set of products. So that's the best way I have found that project pans work for me. I have a core set of products that I use every single day, and then I can bring in extra things from my collection to complement that core set of products. But those core set of products are products that I will use in every single makeup that I wear. And then I have kind of slowly expanded from there. So my project pans this year, I still have my core set of products that I use in every single makeup, but I have kind of expanded from there. I've got a couple of different eyeshadow palettes that I'm trying to pan. I've got a couple of different like cream products that I'm trying to pan. So I just kind of rotate through. I still have my core set of products, but I'll grab these few products for today. If you're starting out, I would suggest having that core set of products that you can use every single day. So select a primer, select a foundation, a concealer, a setting spray, an eyebrow product, a perfume, like products that you think that you can realistically use every single day. And then from the rest of your collection, you can grab a different eyeshadow palette out every day and do your eye makeup, or you can grab a different lip product out every single day and do your lip product, but always stay with that core set of products. I hope that makes sense. That's how I started. Like, I started with a core set of products, and then as I felt comfortable with what I was doing with that, I would add another challenge product. So I would grab a lipstick and put into the rotation, and I would like expand my core set of products, and then I would grab an eyeliner and put that into my core set of products. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And then if you want to take on a challenge, do as I do and try and pan 2 eyeshadow palettes and 2 face palettes and 16 lip products and 20 cream eye products and like whatever, a full face of products. The main focus or the main purpose of project pans is to use what you have in your collection. So if you want to keep your project pan fun, keep yourself excited, then you could change your project pan products on a weekly basis. You could change them on a monthly basis. You could do what I do and keep using them until you finish them. It's whatever is going to work for you. The whole idea of project panning is to find a way to make the project pan suit you. And that way you're going to keep motivated, you're going to stay on track, and you're going to keep using what you have in your collection. The way I have my project pan structured works best for me. It may not work best for you, but it works best for me. I prefer to have like one set of core products and use those products until they're finished and then rotate something in. But if you think that's going to be too boring for you, if you don't think you can use the same concealer for 3 months straight, then rotate your products on a monthly or weekly basis. Like, you do the way that you want to do your project pan. The way that you are going to be the most successful is like structuring the project pan to suit your lifestyle and to suit how you like to do your makeup. Question number 10 is, has your panning affected your makeup purchasing habits? If so, how? I think project panning has definitely opened my eye up to the amount of products that I have in my collection. I think it's also opened me up to the amount of money that I spend on makeup, the amount of makeup in my collection that I don't use, the excess that I have, and I think it's also, in these most recent years, it's really opened my eyes up, and it's really convinced me to like slow my spending down, especially when I look at things like this palette, for example, that has taken me 3 months straight to hit pan on one particular pan. Like, when I know how long it takes me to use up and hit pan on a single blush or a mini blush, then it definitely deters me from buying new products and bringing them into my collection. So it's definitely deterred me in certain aspects. So for example, like lip products, it's deterred me from buying new lip products because I know how many that I have. I think project panning, when you do it in collaboration with other things, like keeping a full inventory of your makeup and tracking different things that are coming in and out, and then knowing in previous years how long it's taken me to use up a bronzer, how long it's taken me to use up a blush. Like, all those little things that I've learned through project panning have all like come together, and when I see a product like in the new releases and different things like that, I think project panning has really taught me to be more critical about the new releases that are coming out, and be more conscious about seeing a blush and going, oh, that's pretty, but then remembering it's going to take me like a year to get through that, and remembering I have like 20 other blushes in my collection, for example, and they're going to take me a year each to use up. So it definitely is an eye-opener, and it definitely kind of puts everything into perspective for you. I think when you start panning, you realize how long it's going to take you to use up the products in your collection, and you realize like how many years worth of makeup that you have in your collection. So there you have it. Those are my answers to the project pan tag that was started by Sarah Rose. Like I said, I will leave a link down below to her video. Let me know down in the comments box if you are a project panner, how you feel about everything that I spoke about in this collection. How do you use your project pans to benefit your collection, or how has project panning changed your outlook on your collection? And for those of you For those of you that don't project pan, but you watch my videos, you watch my project panning videos, let me know down in the comments box if any of this information has helped you. Has any of it helped you decide how you want to start a project pan, or if you want to start a project pan, different things like that. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, if you're new around here and you do want to keep up to date on my project panning videos, I hope you would consider subscribing down below. I'm currently doing 5 project pans on my channel at the moment, so if you want to see any of them, that I hope you would consider subscribing down below. I do update monthly on all of them. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope you're staying safe, healthy. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.